Here's an update for TRON, TRX to the USD. So for this, last time in the update, I had left it off with this pattern as being a likely event. I had discussed at that time also that the midpoint of this correction, if this pattern is actually what happens, is most likely past. And as price runs into the vertical side, the right side, here's the left, the right side of the cup, price will start rising in an impulsive manner. It will go in the contour of this. While the initial rise was probably approximately to 34 cents, and the timing of it could be early March to April, we could have the second sequence on a more wider time perspective. Currently, I don't know whether this is more likely or not, but I'm keeping my primary count to be this in the white. And after this wave 5 correction, we'll get an ABC. And likely the correction will be deeper for the handle portion. The reason for that has to do primarily with the fact that if the handle portion is an ABC after 5 waves, then in the overall scheme of the waves, these 5 waves are subwaves to a higher degree wave 1. Like this. And this ABC is wave 2. So if this is the handle and the handle is wave 2, remember the wave 2 usually retraces 50% of 1. But there's nothing to say that it cannot retrace 80% of 1. So what I'm saying is that if it ABC coincides, the handle portion pattern coincides with wave 2, it could be a deeper retrace than versus wave 4. So here we could say wave 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 will be much higher. I won't draw it to scale right now, but I want to use this to emphasize the degree of the retracement expected for the handle portion. Okay, so this completes how I think after the 5 waves are done, the ABC correction will be likely. Back about a week ago, I had counted here the micro counts of the initial rise of an impulse as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this was an ABC. And I had also drawn out a symmetrical downward pointing wedge to show the ABC. So this is what I had said. Now, as time has elapsed, that rise has shown, this was the wedge that I had drawn at that time, where price broke out of that and has been trying to climb since then. But I think when you take a bigger look at it, there may be an overarching greater pattern in progress. That I think is an ascending right triangle. And while it is not the most perfect kind of ascending right triangle in the connecting points or touch points of the upper and the lower lines, I think it fits well into the overall reversal phase. And the Elliott waves could be seen as we have a what, 1, 2, and as soon as the breach occurs, we can get a 3, 4, and 5. Now this has to be on the condition that we need a breakout out of this ascending right triangle. That would be the requirement, the condition, to take it to the next steps of the waves. And most likely this will be moved to the right because the breakout will probably occur near the apex. There are other pattern potentials as well, but I won't get into those right now. I'd like to see if this can become a primary. The other count, I believe, which could be maybe more fitting, since it is inside of a triangle, however, the E is on the upper line of the triangle because this was a down, and the first rise is A, B, C, D, E. So what does that mean? There's a bit of a bearish connotation there too. And if that's what happens, we need to still see that breakout of this upper line of the ascending right triangle, lest there be propensity of the price to decline. But like I believe, a lot of the direction of this will depend on how Bitcoin wants to take the whole thing. If Bitcoin wants to do a correction, this could do a little more correction. But I think I'd be surprised if it goes to lower low. I have seen plenty of instances where still with wave E on the top, price rises and breaks out. Now I think the bottom is likely to be in. There's good evidence of that, since price had hit in this region. To see if this is the underbelly of the support region right here. And this is wave 2, the region of wave 2. With extended wave 5, typically the correction goes to prior wave 2. Here the extended wave 5 could be seen as this. And if this was very extended, there's a way you can draw a 3, 4 here as well, which I believe I did last time. But if this is extended fifth, it has reached exactly to the underbelly of the wave 2 region as well. So that makes it less likely for this to hit another lower low. Is it possible? Yes, absolutely. Remember, this technical analysis is based on the principle of probability and not certainty. I wish it was based on the certainty principle, but we do know that tendency from a wave 5 going to prior wave 2 quite often marks the bottom. So one has to kind of take a bit of a wait and see attitude, because this whole thing could be a cup as it is anyways. And if we have passed the midpoint of this, then the price is going up towards the wall of this right side of the cup, and that's when the excitement will come out. Okay, I hope you found this to be helpful and informative, and I truly hope that it will help augment your due diligence. Thank you and have a great day.